Welcome to another edition of Leading the Field. The 80-20 rule applies in just about all walks of life. Why do only 20% of people really excel in any given field? What is it that sets them apart? Well, here today on Leading the Field, we're going to ask these important questions to some of the most skillful and successful people in a variety of professions. On today's show, I have some really interesting guests, starting with Sandy Clark and Debbie Miller. Now, what is different or unique about the way that you approach the real estate market?
That's such a good question, and I'm glad you asked. We've developed the Clark-Miller method of marketing your real estate. And what's exciting about it is the sellers that we've worked with have been able to get fabulous results. This approach, the whole idea behind it is to have as many buyers and as many agents as possible see your home. So we've developed strategies to make that happen.
And with these strategies, we actually have agents and buyers line up to see our listings. They know that they are going to see a quality home, and it's going to be a winner for their buyers. So we have people calling us the minute it hits the market, and they want to get in.
Wow.
And we don't let them in right away.
Really?
But we won't share anymore.
No, you'll have to sign on the dotted line to find out the rest about that strategy. I think we spent a lot of time asking questions. Most realtors don't ask nearly enough. And there's a psychology to being able to get to the real issue with someone. Someone will tell us that they want to sell their home because they want a bigger space. If you don't ask enough questions, you won't be able to find out that they need to sell their home because they can't make the payment anymore. Mm-hmm. So you have to be aware of that. You have to be cognizant of what's going on in somebody else's life. Mm-hmm. It's not just a matter of doing your little set listing presentation. It's a matter of getting that person to feel comfortable talking to you.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
A house is a big investment. Any real estate is a big investment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Next up on Leading the Field, we go to Brewster, New York, and interview Dr. Carl Earn.
I'm Dr. Carl Earn. I'm a general dentist in Brewster, New York. I'm the owner of Putnam Dental Associates, which is one of the premier dental practices in Putnam County, which is about 50 miles north of New York City. I'm an early adapter in a lot of new technologies, but probably the main thing that separates my practice from other practices is that I do sedation dentistry. I enjoy that because I can take someone who's very fearful about going to the dentist and give them a positive experience and really change their life. Your mouth matters. We're talking quality of life issues. We're talking about being able to enjoy a meal, being confident when you smile, being able to kiss. It all matters. It's quality of life. I'm a leader in the dental field because I've been doing the sedation dentistry for at least a dozen years. I'm an early adapter of technology. We have CAD/CAM technology in the office that lets us do crowns in one visit, no temporaries that fall off. I have a wonderful team that I've spent a lot of time training, and we try to have fun. I often hear from people that they can't believe it's a dental office when they hear our laughter coming from the other rooms, and it's very gratifying.
I'm excited to introduce you now to our next guest on Leading the Field, John Hyland of Southwest Cash Flow. John is the acquisition manager for Southwest Cash Flow, which has purchased 1,500 homes in the last 4 years during what has been the worst economic crisis ever. John, how did you do that?
Yeah, well, we were in general construction for 25 years, and we had a lot of experience building new homes. And so when we saw the softening of our business, we had a lot of workers. We wanted to make sure they kept working, so we started buying homes after the crash that were used. And so we would buy an old home, fix it up, and sell it or rent it, and that's how we did it.
Fantastic. Now, it's got to be challenging to sell 1,500 homes. I mean, during this market, what's been the toughest thing?
You know, the toughest thing is dealing with investors. And I feel like sometimes I'm like Edison. Investors have found 9,999 ways to lose on investing. And so what we've done is come up with a system for them where if they invest with us, they're going to have a really good chance of making money. You know, the average American has 20 bills a month. And so one of the challenges we give our investors is maybe you should have 20 rentals to pay for each bill. You have a rental, pay your mortgage. You have another rental, pay your phone bill, pay your car bill from a rental. And then do a flip or two to keep things exciting. That's why I love what I do. It's different, but it's the same. So each home is different, but doing the same thing to that home is amazing. And the variety of what I get to do, I love what I do.
So there's a lot of different strategies that you put into play for different markets.
Yeah, there really are. But then we add our system to those different strategies, and you come out with something that is a really holistic approach to investing.
Wow, that's great. We hope you've enjoyed these insights from industry leaders as much as we've enjoyed sharing them with you. Stay tuned for the next edition of Leading the Field.